So this video continues our discussion of the onBeforerSQLCommandExecute event, and now let's go ahead and execute this grid. But before we do that, let's fix this over here. We want to set this to true. So what we're saying here is that regardless of what the user did, regardless of what SQL Alpha 5 computed based on what the user did, we're going to execute an update statement that sets the company to new alpha in the customer ID number 10 record, and we're going to set this property SQL command was handled to true, which means that this event and only this event is now responsible for handling the user action, and the SQL statement that Alpha 5 computed will not get executed. So let's go ahead now to working preview, and I'm going to go and change this value now to Smith and Harrison Sons, and then commit, and you can see that what happened was Smith got thrown away and the company got set to new alpha, and our update statement is shown over here as the modified update statement, which we set in our event handler. Now this shows the correct update statement over here because we went ahead and set the SQL to display to this SQL that we calculated over there, and our args we set that to that value over there. So now, of course, as I said earlier, in the real world you would have computed a more meaningful SQL statement, which might typically be a call to a stored procedure. So now next let's take a look and see what happens if we simulate an error message. So I'm going to go here, and even though this command we know executes successfully, I'm going to go here and say flag equals false. So even though the command might have executed successfully, I'm going to go here and simulate a failure, and then I'm going to go here to error text, and I'm going to go here and say e.error text equals, this is a error. So and then let's go ahead now and run it. So we'll go there and just type in some value and then try to commit it, and you can see there's our error message that says record was not updated, and this is a simulated error. So you can see here that this is showing a SQL statement that in fact is not the SQL statement that actually got executed, and that's simply because we did not set these two properties in this branch of the event handler. So let's now go ahead now and clean this up again, get rid of that and put that back in, and get rid of that. And now what I'm going to do is take a look at the after SQL command execute. So let's go here and just simply put in a debug1 statement into this so that we can see what happens inside this event handler when it's executing. So I'm going to go over here and let's go to this record over here, and I'll type in and then save it. So you can see now that the record is saved, and now we're inside the onAfterSQL command execute event. So at this point the update command has successfully completed, and if we look to see what's been passed in to us in this E object over here, we can see that as the function prototype tells us, some of the important information is the success